Rosie.
Hi. I'm Kate from New Zealand.
Pleasure to meet you.
Real pleasure to meet you too.
I love your jacket.
Oh, thanks. I had my room wasn't ready yesterday when I arrived after 30 hours on a plane, and so I had to go to Zara.
Is that from Zara?
Yeah.
Gosh, it's fab. You look
Well,
great.
I'm faking it as a Chanel, but God.
Are we good?
Rock
Thank
it,
you,
rock
you're a
it.
darling. Well, on your advice.
You come from New Zealand?
I have come from New Zealand. Yeah.
Are you
I
happy
think it
with
took
these?
like a week.
Great.
Thank you very much. Cheers. We good to go?
Yeah.
Great. A pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too.
Congratulations on transforming. Crikey. This is quite a full-on film again, like the other two, but it's your first.
Yeah.
Did the old kids on set treat you well? I guess
Yeah.
is what I want to know.
Oh my gosh, I was a little bit worried when I got the role, and I was sort of waiting to go on set for about 2 weeks. I had prep time, and I was really like nervous that they were going to be playing pranks on me. And I mean, it's all boys. It's preliminary, like it's it's boys on this set, and they're all very masculine. And so I was concerned I wasn't going to be embraced, and there wasn't one person or one guy on that set that didn't like take me under their wing and show me and teach me and made me feel just like an angel. So they were brilliant.
Best piece of advice you got?
Biggest piece of advice I got was wear your stunt pads, which I discovered about a month into filming after I was head to toe black and blue and cuts and grazes. So that was a big bit of advice for me, and quite life-changing once I discovered them.
Where does one wear stunt pads? Pretty much everywhere.
Well, you wear them a lot on your legs, which was the most bruised part I got, on your hips, anywhere that you're going to be basically getting impact, which changes on each scene. So, sometimes it's on your back and sometimes it's on your knees, your bum, so...
Yeah, it wasn't a walk in the park, really,
No.
for poor Carly. I mean, she had to get pretty down and dirty.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
which was brilliant because I, had been a model for 8 years, and you go from running around the beach in a bikini and in an air-conditioned studio with, like, gorgeous underwear and all of these, like, pretty things, and then you land headfirst onto a Michael Bay set, which is, like, dirty, hot, sweaty, exhausting, dusty, you're shooting down back alleys, you're shooting through explosions and gunfire and all these crazy things. So it was a big contrast for me.
I'm sensing, seeing the twinkle in your eye though, that you quite enjoyed it.
I did. I loved the action stuff, and that for me was when I really got to feel most present as an actress, and really got my blood pumping, and and you sort of. Every day something new was being thrown at me. I'd be going up in a wire and flying through the air and jumping over exploding cars and jumping into cars and driving fast, and then you've got your gunfire going off around you, and it didn't get boring, that for me. I really just enjoyed that thrill in it. I'm a bit of a thrill seeker, so all that stuff was like great.
It looked great. Look, interestingly, and for your predecessor, it was quite a life-changing thing, Transformers. Are you prepared for the fandom of having your poster plastered over teenage boys' bedroom walls all over the world? Are you ready for that, Rosie?
Well, I'd be so flattered if anybody ever wanted to put a poster of me on their bedroom wall. I'd be thrilled to know that. But yes, I'm ready. I mean, I knew that when I accepted this role, having seen the previous 2 movies, how life-changing it was going to be for me, not only in my career, but in my personal life. And it really did take me a couple of days to accept this role and this offer, because I knew it, and I wanted to really think carefully about everything. And in the end, I was like, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I just get to broaden my horizons, not only in my career, but, in my life as well. So it's been an extremely exhilarating roller coaster.
How would you describe your Michael Bay experience? He's quite a hard taskmaster, isn't he?
Yeah, Mike's, he runs his sets tight, and, you're very aware when he's on set. He's a brilliant director. I feel so grateful to be able to say in my life I worked with him, and he works so hard on these movies. Like, the man goes from doing post-production for 6 months to filming it for 6 or 7 months, then editing it, and then promoting it. So 6 years of his life have just been about Transformers, and they're his baby, and he expects everybody to come to set and work as hard as he does. And I really think that's fair game, and I think that's why we got along so well, is, you know, I really wanted to come to set and work hard for him and the rest of the crew, and that was my way of really thanking them for this opportunity.
And have you been bitten by the acting bug?
Yes, I would love to make another film, and I'm, you know, sort of challenging myself to go in that direction, and you know, I'm keen to stay within the fashion industry because it's my first love, and you know, I adore clothes and things, but I think there's room for me to stay in both, and I'm really excited to see what the future brings. So.
Anything on the horizon that we can be privy to?
I mean, I can't talk about, there's things bubbling. I could talk about, I have an exciting project with Burberry coming out this winter, which is going to be the biggest launch they've ever done, so that's very exciting, and that'll be starting to come out in the next few months. And but film-wise, I'm like, I'm sorry.
That's quite all right. I do understand how it works. Look, thank you very much.
Thank you. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too.